Hi guys, it's been 12 days since Justin and I left to go on this trip. I just thought I would sit down and have a good chat with you guys about how the first 12 days in the van have gone. So first thing to get out of the way, I have not showered in probably like 4 or 5 days. The first half of the trip, maybe even like the first week, we were able to pretty much shower every day. I got a Planet Fitness membership before I left, so we were able to shower at Planet Fitness, I think 3 times. And then we paid to shower at 2 campgrounds, which were like $2 or $3 each time, so we were able to shower there also. But since then, we've kind of driven north to the Grand Canyon, and it's a little more difficult to find like public showers. I called a campground the other day and wanted to ask how much it was just to shower if you didn't stay there, and it was $10 to shower per person. Might as well stay there. So hygiene's, you know, also there are some nights where we don't brush our teeth, I'm not gonna lie. Like last night it was really cold and we just didn't do it. So some of it is like the hygiene aspect, but for the most part, it's not nearly as bad as one would think being on the road. We also do a really good job of taking out the trash, and we've done our laundry once since, but we kind of have a rule. If we wear it once when we're sweating, we just are gonna put it in the wash, just to try and keep the musty smell out of the van. And so far, our van smells great. Other than that, things have been going really well. I definitely had a lot of driving anxiety the first 8 or 9 days, but I've kind of come up over a little bit of a hump these past 2 or 3 days. With the van, we've been really fortunate with finding free parking. I think in total we've spent less than $50 on campsites in the last 12 days. So most of the time we are staying in free parking, and I'm gonna make a whole video about all the apps that we're using and all the ways that we're finding these things. But parking's been fine, no sketchy situations, no knocks at the window, anything like that. During the week, we stop at coffee shops pretty often so Justin can get his work done. Another thing is I brought way too much stuff, so we're getting the system of organization down, but if you look right here, this is just like a pile of stuff that I often just put there, and then later on in the evening I'll like sort it into its proper home, but it's not too bad. Also, for not insulating the van, we haven't had too much issue with weather. The hottest it's been at night is like 80 something degrees, and we have this tiny little USB fan. I don't even have a fan in the roof, and this has been just fine for us to keep cool. And then the coldest it's been has probably been like 35 degrees at night, and I have just a duvet and another like blanket on top of that, and then with our body warmth we're both plenty warm. I think Justin's a little colder than I am, but I also sleep closer to the wall, so although if you touch the wall at night and it's cold, it's cold because there's no insulation, so you get kind of like woo, but yeah, for the most part we've been fine with the temperature and not having the van insulated. Another thing I will say is that, you know, Justin was a late addition to joining me on the van. He wasn't gonna come with me originally, I was gonna do this alone. And even though it would be doable, I've always been like a solo traveler, but van life, I think without another person could get lonely really fast. You're just experiencing all these awesome places by yourself, and then the drives are really long, and at night, it can be kind of scary to be alone in a vehicle just parked like on the side of the road or in dispersed camping areas. So that would just be like the one thing that I was a little not shocked, but one thing that I was grateful for was that I do have my boyfriend with me traveling, and then like my friend Sabrina is gonna join me and probably other friends along the way. And I think that's the best way to do van life, just in my opinion, would be to definitely have someone to go with, because although it's doable, and like if you're wanting that trip for yourself, just like to have some alone time, go for it. Totally think it's possible to do it alone. Not saying that, but I am saying that if you're prone to loneliness, this might not be the way to travel, because I think for like a week I probably would like it, and then anything after that I think would actually be a little detrimental to my well-being mentally. So just something to keep in mind. But on the other hand, sharing a space with someone 24/7 can have its own challenges, but I would rather be bickering with someone than having things my way all the time. So that is probably one thing I would suggest that I didn't really expect until I've been experiencing it. So that is it for this video. It's just a quick little catch up. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want me to answer about the van or just about the lifestyle. I'm really excited to keep sharing everything. I'm gonna do a van tour pretty soon once everything is cleaned and organized, because like I said, the last 2 weeks have been crazy. And just show you how I kind of do everything. I built the van out in 10 days, and I also spent less than $2,000 on everything in the van. I think way less than that actually, probably closer to like $1,500. But I'll break that all down for you and show you what you can kind of go without and what you can't go without to do a long van road trip / van life. So anything else in addition to that, please just let me know in the comments. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video.